This is the last place I visited with my professor when I was a fledgling archaeologist. And also the place where my professor gave me an important assignment I must complete. It was just as you advocated, Professor. The cause of Philgaia's decay lies not in the ancient past, but in recent years. But it may still be quite difficult to create a future for this planet, so please give me a little more time. Thank you. Let us return. Who knows when this place may collapse. Our night seems pretty solid so far. I leave the rest in your hands, young one. Thank you, Berlitz. There's not enough power in the generator for the nanomachines to erode Philgaia and to bring about terraforming. If only we had a generator like Yggdrasil, we wouldn't be held by such trifling matters. Who could have removed the core generator from Yggdrasil's system? Yggdrasil's generator output possesses great power, enough to regulate the entire planet. In order to control this tremendous output, one needs to be endowed with the wisdom of Hyades like us. Could it be Werner's doing? Or was there another survivor besides Werner and us from that tragic accident? Could there be? Or was there just someone else involved? Ooh. Well, I know the answer. I'm not going to say anything yet, though. Dealing with uncertain factors go hand in hand with executing a plan. If the current situation is displeasing, you must overcome the problem. I have given you the power to do just that. I understand, sire. And there's that laugh again. Someone's watching everything that's going on. I too am in search of finding the cause of the planet's decay. Not the actual source of the decay, but clues leading up to the accident, or rather the incident. I linger here full of regret, investigating every phenomenon, leaving no stone unturned. Yes, now I know. You left Mum and I, so you can fight for the sake of the planet. I did it because But you didn't want us to worry? Don't be so selfish. Sometimes Mom's favourite flowers are placed in front of her grave. That was you, wasn't it? Those flowers gave me hope that maybe someday you might return. I would have been better off if I had given up on you. Harsh. I'm sorry, Virginia. Are you leaving by yourself again? We're all striving for the same goal. We all want a brighter future for this planet, right? So, I just want to atone for my sins. That's all. Dad. If the hypothesis about Lee Holt using nanomachines to demonize the Philgaia is true, he would most likely go after the Great Generator and try to gather massive amounts of energy. Fila Del Fia. There you may find what they're after. Fila Del Fia. Philadelphia. We're going to Philadelphia, folks. That name always made me laugh. Philadelphia? What kind of a name is that? I don't deserve to see the future with all of you. It is you who must blaze a trail to Philgaia's future. Dad, why won't you let me be with you? I wonder what Philadelphia actually means. The name does ring a bell. I remember it from documentary records. The aerial city of Philadelphia was a floating city of the Neo-Sapiens. Floating city? Where? You can't see it. Actually, I didn't mean to get your hopes up, but according to the records, Philadelphia fell from the sky long ago. It was difficult to fathom how a city so big could float in the sky, and for what purpose. Oh well, at least we know where to head next. No, we don't! We have no idea where it is. Okay, everyone, let's gear up for Philadelphia. Okay, but where is it? Please don't feel obligated. I'm sure you would rather go find your father. Don't worry about me. I want to do this. Very well. Can I ask you something? Why is it so difficult to express your feelings in words? Your heart may mean one thing, but it comes out the opposite when you say it. Words do not express feeling. Feeling is expressed from the heart. I strongly believe that feelings can be shared without words. Come on, everyone, let's run. I don't know where this Philadelphia fell, but it had to have left a mark somewhere. I mean, being a big city and all. Let's go find it. Let's run, let's track him down. And also... Didn't finish our thought. Okay, well... She gave a bit of a clue there. Weirdly enough, I believe it's right here. Because it's talking about something that fell from the sky, leaving a big mark. A crater, if you would. Philadelphia. Now that we're actually inside, I feel kind of disappointed. I think deep down inside I was expecting an actual floating city. Yeah, you said it. Can't we sue someone for misrepresentation? About that floating city, there is no conclusive evidence of it. Only a big crater, which could not have been caused by an earthquake or an explosion. The condition of the damage indicates it has fallen from the heavens. This is my investigative report thus far. Just a speculation that it may have once existed in the sky. Just as the saying goes, what goes up must come down. Whether this was actually a floating city in the past is not our concern. We need to find out how this place was able to provide the energy to float, if in fact it did. So basically, if there is such an energy source powerful enough to levitate a city, that means they'd come after it too. So that's what Dad was trying to tell us. Dad didn't leave on his own, he was guiding me all along. Dad and I are working together. Maybe this is what your dad was trying to tell us. There isn't much time to stop their plans, so I'll leave this to you, so I can take care of other business. Thanks, I'm okay now. Come on, let's go! Yes, Philadelphia. I don't know why they called it that. But let's go anyway. This is a very different looking place, isn't it? The way to go is in here. Get a couple of yellow cards, a potion berry, and the grappling hook. Press square to release a grappling hook straight up. Once the hook is set, you can travel up yourself, allowing you to travel vertically and reach higher levels. We almost have all of the tools, we're only missing one of Virginia's. But yes, grappling hook. Yeah, there's a couple of places, if you remember back at the Ark of Destiny, that we can reach now with that. Let me try breaking into the system. While I'm at it, I hope to pinpoint the main generator by backtracking the route to the energy source. Good for you! Did you notice all these pipes surrounding you? They're just ordinary pipes, right? No, not just ordinary pipes. I've just discovered this myself, but these pipes, most of the system here is composed of both living and machine matter. Half living, half machine? That's just like demons, dragons, and our guns. Yeah, that's like the bodily structure of both demons and the dragons. But this is supposed to be a city of Neo-Sapiens. There might have been some ill will between the demons and the Neo-Sapiens, but we don't know for sure. We too still wield arms made from the fossils of dragons. Yes. There. I've unlocked the door. Let's continue our investigation. I bet it turns out that the demons and the Neo-Sapiens were actually just the same. They were just the same group of people. Okay. Well, I know how to hit that switch, but first... I saw a treasure chest up here. Speaking of this place looking like a living thing, or being a living thing, that red just looks like an eyeball. Hey, a lucky card. And of course, use our new grappling hook to hit that switch and open the door. Phenomenal. Oh. Ah, there you go. Okay. Warp stars. Not that we need those anymore now that we have the teleport orb, but hey. It's the thought that counts. Could this be the main generator? No, I believe it's a sub-generator. A system devised to deliver energy throughout the city efficiently. If this city did supply massive amounts of energy, then it may actually be true that this city once floated in the sky. Although I am more amazed at the technology level of the past. I don't care how amazing it is. What we do know is that this city is buried in dirt. Everything must come to an end. Everything. Maybe so, but I'm not going to let Phila I come to an end so soon. That's why we're here, doing our best to protect it. You too must have lots of memories you want to keep of this planet, don't you? But why do you say such things? The problem is I don't. I don't have any memories, so I can't get as passionate about this as you guys. Sorry, I went overboard. Let's just go and get this over with. There isn't anything of value here anyway. I believe for this one we need to... There. I thought I had to use the blocks to actually reach the grapple point for some reason, but no. It's just... You just need to make a platform to land on. Nothing to say about that one? Okie dokie. Stranger fight. Against Chameleon Man. Okay. Oh, so what's this thing's deal? Oh. Once it's attacked physically, the monster will activate stealth mode, which nullifies all future physical attacks. However, its stealth mode will wear off after a number of turns. Oh, and it can instant kill you as well. Phenomenal. Just delightful. Weakness to ice, okay. Let's try this out. Not that impressive, but alright. Guess let's throw a couple of ice gems. Let's just try stealing from it just because Clive's really got nothing better to do, honestly. I've already ranted about my disdain for instant death earlier. There we are. Fight's not too difficult. Just takes a while because of how little you can actually attack it. Anyways. Oh, come on. Walking Dead. Interesting that their outfit looks a lot like Warner's. Okay. What do we get for our troubles? Blue Bracer. Don't remember what that does. Nullifies paralysis. You know what? Could be worse. Okay, so this one, I think you gotta freeze the wheel so it doesn't automatically go back up, and then go all the way back down and grapple over there. A little tricky, because like sometimes it does throw uses of the freeze thing at you like that, whereas like because it doesn't happen too often. Sometimes you just don't think about it. But hey. Yeah, it works. Another generator room. Gotta be nearly done with this place now, right? Hang on a second. This looks like the entrance. For a second I thought I did actually go back to the entrance. We get the pocket book. Has 25% a chance of doubling the Geller received. Okay. Is that different to... No, that's the same as you've got, okay. So if I give that to someone else, does it stack? Jet doesn't have a lot of abilities, so I should actually give something to him. There we go. Now he's got something. Most of the city's functions have ceased. Power output sections seem to have taken the most damage. Here, I've uncovered some miscellaneous information. Ah, yes. The city was indeed built by the hands of humans. The completion date and the name of the foreman is also displayed. The question is, where did they get this technology? From the information library Hyades, perhaps? And it's safe to assume that demons and Neo-Sapiens did in fact make contact in the past. Yes, I've got it. It was a crystallized energy similar to the Agrolite and Germatron that activated Fila Del Fia. And it was much more high density and pure energy crystallization. Here, I'll bring it up on screen. Its name, the Teardrop. It contains a wavelength similar to bioenergy and is said to sparkle a lustrous blue unlike any other gem. Blue! Everything is blue. I wonder if it's related to Siegfried. This teardrop still exists somewhere in Phila today, and the prophets are scheming to... Why bother with analysing the situation? If they're after the teardrop, then our next goal is set. You're right. You're absolutely You're absolutely right. What are we waiting for? Maybe directions? We haven't uncovered any leads about the teardrop yet. So let's gather as much information as we can. Come on, everyone. Really? It really is just an information gathering? Okay, fine. And we have to walk out. Oh no, just speeds us out again. High density pure energy crystal, the teardrop, which is a sparkle unlike any other gem. Sparkle gem. What's the connection here? I don't know. Oh yeah, these guys. Achoo! No matter how many times I hear it, I'll never get used to my lady's sneezes. I hope she didn't catch a cold. Despite her tough attitude, she's still quite delicate. Hey sis, I said sis. Heard it first time, so stop yelling and pick up pace. Hold up, where do you think you're going anyway? To find the ultimate gem, the teardrop, of course. But the info we gathered tells us it's this way, not that way. We're going the opposite direction. You heard what the man in Claiborne said? He said it's inside the tower up ahead. That's just a rumour. The information we've gathered is much more reliable. So why are you so adamant about checking this place out? I have a gut feeling about this. You're just going because it's closer. Because you're obsessed with the idea of getting your hands on the gem as soon as possible. Yes, that's right. So what? Well, think about it. Everyone in the village knows this rumour. Which means if we don't get there soon, someone else might beat us to it. Look at my lady's eyes. They're filled with tears. A grown woman crying. She's serious. Alright, you win. Do as you please. Well, that actually gave us directions. Which technically Virginia wouldn't know about, but... we just have the sense that we should maybe go check out Claiborne. But before we do, I want to go back to... let's see if I can find it without the map. Ooh. I know my way around this world. Alright, so now there's a couple of things we can do here. Also, side note. We can now do something with this. You use the Kramer dolls on it, because the Kramer dolls is basically a... Well, the one use in the story is to summon Lombardia. Outside of that, it is basically the summon the super bosses button. This being one of the super bosses. We cannot beat this thing right now, so I'm not going to try. But yes, you use the Kramer doll on it, and also on those holographic archives. Those spinning rings we've seen around the world. That is also for that. You've got that. There's also a few other places around the world as well. Basically anywhere that has a clue that's like, there's something evil here. There's something in the darkness, in the distance. Basically, use the Kramer dolls and see what happens. It's always the last bloody door. This one. Now we can access this chest. For a full carrot. So not all the chests in this area are amazing, but hey. At least there's something. Did we get this one? Yes, okay. There's also one more thing to do with the grappling hook in this area before we head on to Claiborne. Far south of Survey Point 17, you'll find a mysterious crater. They call it Fila Del Fia for some reason. You're the guy that's from Black Rise. But the other place to check out is the library. Now we can go up here and access these books. Guardians of the Heart. Guardians do not only reside within physical power. Guardians can also exist within the heart, acting as the power that sustains life. These guardians are classified as guardian lords, governing love, courage, hope, and desire. These four powers normally exist in the heart, paving the way for the future. However, in today's world, love, courage, and hope have disappeared and desire has been warped. The guardian lords have been deprived of all their power and are on the brink of extinction. Not anymore. They have transformed their will into a rock and wait patiently for a true warrior to arrive. Us. They wish to entrust the power that sustains life to this warrior, or this group of 4 warriors, as it may be, so that he may bring forth a future. Okay. Mu and Lemuria Monthly. Are we under attack by UFOs? There have been many reported sightings of UFOs this year. This issue will give you the first-hand account of an alien encounter. 6 young boys witnessed a red shining object falling from the sky. They called the local sheriff to investigate the scene with them. As they got closer and closer to the scene, an irritating odor began to emanate. When they finally reached the scene, what they saw was unbelievable. A silver flat object about 8 yards in diameter was emitting a red light. All of a sudden, an alien about 10 feet tall, with beady eyes, appeared before them. The alien was the source of that terrible smell, and it began to float in the air, moving about in a sliding motion. Frightened out of their minds, the 6 boys and the sheriffs ran for the nearest town. Half an hour later, when the others came to investigate the scene, all that was left was a terrible stench with nothing else in sight. What did the alien want? Why did he visit this planet? These are the questions we would like to discuss in next month's issue. As ridiculous as all that sounded, that's actually relevant to a side quest. That we can start now, but I won't. We'll wait a bit on that one. Sealed by magic. You know what that means. Cheese it. Save state. Use the duplicator. And then let's see. The Ice Queen has been assigned to guard Mimir's Well, the place where wisdom is granted. The Ice Queen is a powerful entity stored within Hyades' data. It will eliminate the target without affecting the surrounding area. The activation password is Emeth. It's a foreign word which means truth. Now I'm actually going to write this down. And I might actually keep this one unlocked because this actually sounds like it's somewhat useful. Where's my notes? Password for Ice Queen in Mir's Well, Emeth, which means truth. Just in case that part is also relevant. Because I believe this is actually useful for something later. I believe this password and the entity are appropriate for guarding Mimir's Well. The Ice Queen will target anyone who has not been registered with an authorized pattern, so please be careful. Non-council members should not set foot in Mimir's Well. Oh well. Full account of Survey Point 8. Survey Point 8 was named the Cradle of the Metal Gods, after the folklore about the Deus Ex Machina. Everything about this sentence just sounds so metal. See how I did there? The excavation of the ruin faced difficulties from the get-go, as the ruin was located high atop a cliff where access was difficult. The plan to penetrate the ruin from underground was devised, and work began on converting a cave into a tunnel which would lead into the ruin. The initial construction point began at the coordinates X. This was to be a large step forward for the Order. I'm also going to make a note of that, because that is also useful for something later. Survey point for Cradle of Metal Gods. X 8296. Yeah. 8296. Y. Why not? 22777. This was said to be the large step forward for the Order. The tunnel's construction was proceeding smoothly until a sudden cave-in halted all operations. Construction has been put on hold indefinitely until a plan is devised to remove the debris. So yeah, both of those are relevant for something a little bit later. Also, just to explain the coordinates, because it might not be intuitive at first. When you go to this map screen, you can see the coordinates at the bottom. So if you go up and down, it's easier when you're in a specific direction where one's not moving. Basically, also that's just a fun thing. If you do that, if you land that, it snaps you into a cardinal direction, which lets you go straight on a straight line. And if you go left and right, only X is moving. So basically, you just follow that until you get to where the coordinates lead to. Makes sense. Anyway, Claiborne. Haven't been here in a while. Ooh, missed a couple of treasure. Well, missed one treasure we couldn't get yet. Need to go around for that, okay. Mr. Heelberry. Thrilling. Alright, let's go talk to people. You heard about the story of the Garden Idol of Desire? Been there, done that. So she gives you directions to Wheatley Mansion. Oh, we can rename our characters, but I'm fine. So you discovered a link between mankind and demons inside a floating city that fell from the sky? That sounds insane! Can I help you? I've been hearing lots of rumours about the abandoned tower to the northwest. But that's just a facility used to catch monsters. There's no chance you'd find any treasure there. Northwest. We have our destination. Is there anything else to do here? No. Don't believe so. There's still that treasure that we can't get from this thing. Still missing a tool for that. And it's northwest of Claiborne. Would be up there. Briefly though. Well, did it say northeast? I've already forgotten the directions. Before we go though, let's go check on our garden. Not too much today, huh? That's fine. So I actually looked up the deeper mechanics of the garden earlier, and it's a little weird. Basically, the chances of harvest, of when we actually get a new thing to harvest, it's like dependent on time passed, battles fought, story progress made, and resting at the inn also gives you a lot of progress in it. So you could just cheese this by just resting at the inn. Each one of those actions gives you a certain amount of points, and then each of those points has like a chance of giving a harvest. How you increase the chance is through the breeding. We don't really have a lot to give them. So each time you do the breeding, it increases the chance by 1%. The northwest would be around here. The Caging Tower.